It's Turkey who are leading out the USA. Let's go and speak to our stadium announcer, Mark Chavez, for the team introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, shooting on target number 1, representing the United States of America, Mackenzie Brown, Casey Koffel, and Jennifer Lucino Fernandez. And their opponents, shooting on target number 2, representing Turkey, Yasemin Anagos, Gulnaz Koskun, Asya Karatayli. The line judge for this matchup is Christina Reitmeier.
Well, here we go. Two young teams here. Jennifer Michino Fernandez is the 18-year-old, the youngest member of the USA team, joining up with Mackenzie Brown, who's 26-year-old and the world number 33, and the 17-year-old Casey Koffel, the world number 69. They go up against Turkey, who have the 22-year-old Yasemin Anagos, who's also the world number 22, trioing up with Gulnaz Koskun of 21 years old and Asya Karatayli, the 19-year-old. And there is Mackenzie Brown, who will get things underway for this third quarterfinal. And remember, a win is the minimum requirement to stay in the race for one of 3 Olympic quota places. You see the immediate communication from Mackenzie Brown to Fernandez.
Nice and smooth, straight to the target. Good, strong shot. Yep. Good, strong shot, Casey. Good rhythm, good timing. Trust it. Yep. Good shot. Nice shoot.
Well, that's a great grouping from the USA to start things off, Nikki.
It is, yeah, all just a little low right, so just need to make some adjustments, but yeah, a great group from them.
Yasemin Anagos starts Turkey off with a 10. She was a 2016 Olympian, finishing 17th in Rio de Janeiro. And she picked up the silver medal at the Continental Quota Tournament in Antalya just a little bit earlier on this month. Teamed up with Asya Karatayli, who's just 19 years old. A lot of pressure on her. And third in the rotation, Gulnaz Koskun, the 21-year-old. So a 6 sandwiched by 2 10s.
Good, strong shot. Good focus, good finish. Left 8. Nice and smooth. Good, strong finish, straight to the target. Nice and controlled. Smooth.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of movement going on there, a little bit of tension, and Michino Fernandez has had to reset.
Good focus, good finish. Yep.
Yep.
Good shot.
Just over 20 seconds for Casey Koffel to get this shot out.
Pick your spot and go. Trust it.
And she's put it on the line. And I think the USA have got away with a 54 there. Any signs of it was just tension there for Michino Fernandez?
Yeah, I just don't think she could get that movement that she needed to get through the clicker, but she did the right thing. She came down. They had enough time as a team to get all those arrows off. They've got 2 minutes in total, so it works out about 20 seconds per archer. So that's a good decision.
So improved from her 6 to an 8. But that one means that the USA's total is now unreachable. Koskinen will want to finish strongly as they get ready for set number 2.
7 set.
That's a 7, so a 50 there. It's a very impressive start from the USA. A little bit of a flustered shot from Vicino Fernandez, but they've got away with it, the USA, and they lead 2 set points to 0. That was a little bit of an escape, but interesting point you make about the sort of quick shooting of Mackenzie Brown and Cowfold, especially in their first 2 arrows, to buy Fernandez that time.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough time within that 2 minutes, especially if recurve archers are pretty quick, you know, just the draw phase is continuously moving. So, you know, that was the right decision. Sometimes things aren't quite right. We don't often see it in these head-to-heads, but she came down and there was still enough time to complete all 6 arrows.
Yeah, and a good reaction from Mackenzie Brown there. Big smile as she came away with a 9 after that reset. Couple of stray arrows from the number 2 for Turkey. Well, certainly number 2 in the lineup. That's Asaya Karateli, a 19-year-old, scoring a 6 and an 8 in that first set. She's going to need to improve, isn't she, to put the USA under a bit more pressure?
Yeah, they keep going high left, so I think a bit of tension, a bit of a release error potentially there. But yeah, she's just got to calm down into it. But this, again, is the great thing about the set system. The slate is clean again now. It's all up for grabs this next set.
Well, trailing as they do, Turkey will start the second set. They'll want a good start, and it will be world number 22, Yasmin Anagos, to get the set underway. Bit of a longer hold from Anagos. Perhaps just waiting for the gendarmes to go past. Well, finishing with a 9 there, but importantly, Karateli getting a 9, her best score so far.
Good focus, good finish. Trust it.
9.
Right. Good shot. Good shot.
There's a little grouping of holes building up together in the same place on in the yellow rings. You'll get a good view of that after Vicino Fernandez's first shot of this second set.
Nice and smooth. Yep, that's 9.
In fact, there's 2 little groups forming, isn't there?
There are, yeah. You can see the communication with America. So they come off the line, immediately that communication back to the archer, and then the coach is there talking each archer through their shot, just giving them a constant stream of words they need.
9.
Right. Good shooting. That's good shooting, girls.
Well, that is good shooting, but it's also good shooting from Turkey. We're all square at the halfway stage of this second set, 27 apiece. So over to Yasmin Anagos.
9.
Karateli scored a 9 with her first arrow. Can she keep up the momentum here for Turkey? Well, that's the first 10 she scored, and only the third of the match for Turkey. Another 10 here from Koskinen will put some real pressure on the USA.
8.
Drifted out into the 8, so a 54 here. USA on for a potential 57.
Good, strong shot. Good focus. Good finish. Trust it. Tall 9. 9.5 at 12. Nice and smooth. Relax. Good focus.
Chino Fernandez just trying to control herself, but resetting again. And Casey Calfold just behind her is giving her words of encouragement, saying, that's okay, don't worry.
Straight to the target. Good finish. Okay, get off the line.
A 9 again for her on a 45 at the moment.
15 seconds, Casey. Plenty of time. Good rhythm, good timing.
Calfold with about 10 seconds left to go now. A 10 for a 4-set point lead. Just drifted off into the 8, and that for me is a 53, which means the set points are going to go to Turkey. Okay, so we've seen the same thing happen again here, and it's Machino Fernandez, who, look, let's face it, she is just 18 years old. There's a lot of pressure going on out there, but she's done the same thing twice, and it's opened the door for Turkey for sure.
Yeah, her raising a game through this set, you know, has been enough therefore for them to win it. So, you know, leveled up the game altogether. So it's going to be exciting to see who's going to get, you know, become the winner here, because it's just so tight.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's just interesting to wonder what's going through Machino Fernandez's mind here. It's, doing something like that once, getting away with a 9 is fair enough, but doing it for the second time is going to put her, she's going to end up under immense pressure. Really a lot now about what the coach can do in terms of bringing her back down to a level.
Yeah, something in her mind's telling her we're not right, we're not ready, something's not okay, so just resetting again. But she's got to convince herself just to commit to the shot and go, because you just can't really afford to be doing that every time. You want to just get the flow, get into the rhythm. You know, it just settles the team as well and gives everyone a bit more time.
Well, Mackenzie Brown stepping up there to have a chat with her younger teammates, trying to take control of this one. 2 set points apiece, and it will be Brown to shoot first. You've got to say, we've talked all about the USA here, but the Turkish team were buoyant after drawing level in that second set. Good response from Mackenzie Brown and the USA. Machino Fernandez deliberately taking just a little bit more time to set herself before beginning her draw. Process looked all right, just drifted a little left.
It's perfect height. Good, strong shot, Casey. Yep.
Just see there's a little bit more tension now in that USA camp. A little bit of movement there.
There was. I think that was a good result given the movement that there was. Just showing the tension and nerves. Both teams have shown really good communication, aren't they? You know, they're working together, they're talking to each other through the shot. Where do you need to aim?
Both finishing on a 27 as well, halfway through the match. It's interesting to see, it's a similar story on both sides. USA struggling with Machino Fernandez at the beginning, Turkey struggling with Karatalia. And what's interesting now is that Karatalia is getting more involved in the Turkish team as Mackenzie Brown follows up her first 10 with another one. This This could be a key shot here for the USA.
Good focus, good finish. Nice and smooth. There it is!
There it is indeed. Just taking a little bit more time before she goes to her draw. Another 10 from Casey Calfold, and the USA could be back in the lead here.
Good strong shot. Yep.
And it is another 10, and look at that. Just when they needed to find their form, just when they needed something to settle them down, a finish of 3 10s is just what the doctor ordered for Team USA. Means Turkey need the same, and that 9 is enough for us to already say the USA will be back in the lead. Drifting out into a 6, I think that was it. Called a 7, but either way, the USA have got themselves back into this now. I talked about momentum here. 3 10s to finish things off for Brown, Fernandez, and Calfold. Momentum very much of the USA.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting better and better, aren't they? So, you know, they've got to maintain that momentum. They've still got to win or draw this next set. So, Turkey really looking for a win to force the tie. That's what they need. But, yeah, the standard here is pretty high. Let's see what they can do in this 4th and final set.
Yeah, well, as I said, the two teams are, I don't want to say carrying one of their members, but the younger member of the teams is the one that's experiencing the most pressure and feeling the most pressure. It seemed to me that Karatalia on the Turkish team with the blue hat on is the one that sort of found her form quicker than Fernandez. But Fernandez shooting an 8 and a 10 in that second set will have given her a lot more confidence. Can the USA ride the crest of the wave through this? Mackenzie Brown trying to sort of master the team and control the team and tell them to just take some deep breaths, calm down, control yourselves. We're in the lead. We've just got to match the Turkish team, and it will be Yasemin Anagosh up to the shooting line. Got to put down some big scores here to put the USA under pressure. Karatalia here. Oh, just outside the 10 by the looks of things, Nikki.
It was really close, wasn't it? I think we'll need a closer view for that one, but it could be marked up.
Beautiful stuff from Koskun for a 28. Not bad.
Yeah, I think that second area was a 9 with that second glimpse we had. So.
Good focus, good finish, good strong shot.
Right. A little high there. Communication critical now between Brown and her teammates.
Nice, smooth. Good finish.
Long hold again.
Yep.
Oh, she's got away with that, I think. I was almost expecting the a reset then.
Yeah, it was a long hold. She's just got to, you know, keep the flow, keep the motion. Recurve's all about it being fluid, and she's just struggling with that a little bit at the moment.
So, a notional 2-point lead at the halfway stage for Turkey here. they can afford to drop a point in these next 3 arrows and bag the points. So there's been one critical shot for the USA. I fancy this is the shot for Turkey here. Can Karatalia put this in the middle? Yes, she can. Now a 9 is enough to force a shoot off here. Gone out into the 7 though. So just like that, the opportunity presents itself to the USA here. They're on 26. So potentially she could score 56. That's a 9, so we're down to 55 now. They need to be perfect. So yet again, critical shot for the youngest member of the USA team.
Nice and smooth. Good, strong shot. Good finish. Nice and relaxed.
Got it out a little bit earlier, but that means that we are for sure going to another shoot-off. Casey Calfold will want to use this arrow to get her eye in for that shoot-off, and she's done it beautifully. Well, a very tense match, a very tense affair here. 4 set points apiece. USA have taken the lead twice and been pegged back twice by Turkey. Who's going to win the shoot-off, Nikki?
Look at how relaxed Turkey look. They're laughing, they're joking. I think they thought like it might have gone, and they're hanging on in there, and they've forced the shoot-off. So I think right now the momentum is with them. I think, you know, America have got a lot to do here. Jennifer's really got to settle down and shoot a confident shot. I think my momentum's with Turkey.
I couldn't possibly call this one. It seems to have switched one way and the other. A bit like the wind at the moment, changing direction every time you blink. But it is all square, 4 set points apiece, and for the second time today, we will have a quarterfinal decided by a 3 arrow per team shoot-off. So kind of like a mini set, a half set. The archers will shoot alternately through their rotations, and whoever comes away with the biggest score will go on to the semi-finals and keep their hopes of a place at Tokyo 2020 alive. Getting a good insight into the teams here, but looking behind the scenes, Turkey do look like they're a little bit happier to be here, and here is Jennifer Machino Fernandez just trying to control her nerves. What immense pressure she must be under at the moment, Nikki. She's going to feel the weight of the world on her shoulders when it comes to her turn in this shoot-off.
Yeah, you know, there's so much at stake. These are the last Team Olympic spots up for grabs. You've got to win this match to have a chance.
Absolutely edge of the seat stuff here for both of these teams. Put yourself in their positions. You've got 2 archers who are keeping hold of things, and then the youngest member of each team really having the jitters and panicking a tiny little bit. Jennifer Machino Fernandez standing just behind Mackenzie Brown, who shoot first, really trying to compose herself. Shoot off for a place in the semi-finals here in Paris. Over to you, Mackenzie Brown. By the standards of this match, a 9 is not a bad shot at all. Yasemin Anagosh leading the way for Turkey. Matched. A very similar position as well. Of course, that only becomes critical if the scores are tied, and then we're looking to see which arrow is nearest the spider in the center of the target. Huge shot here now for Jennifer Machino Fernandez. Up into the 8, not too bad, not too bad. Sire Karateli, youngest member of the Turkish team, had her moments in this match. She's also put it into the 8, and again, very similar position. So now it's down to 1 arrow.
Good focus, good finish. Trust it. Good
Casey Calfold. She's dropped it into the 8. 25 for the USA. And now Gulnaz Koskan with a huge opportunity. 9 or more. Look at the nerves. Oh, she's put that into the 8. So we're on 25 apiece, and a soft shot called by former world number 1 Nikki Hunt there. Look, we've got 25 apiece, nothing between these two teams at the end of a shoot-off, and we're going to have a measure. I got too confused by counting what the score was. Have you got any feel for who's got the nearest arrow to the center?
It's so close, I think. America, look, I don't know, there's some clapping there, there's hands, head in hands as well. It's just so tense. But yeah, that last shot from Turkey, you could just see it was a little bit soft, a little bit of tension came off the string. That caused the arrow just to go low, lose a bit of power, and down into the 8. So look, they're measuring it, it's that close. This is whether you've got a chance at an Olympic team spot or not, right here. How fast is their hearts beating?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all going to be down to the 9s here. The hugs on the left-hand side for Turkey. Standing, trying to hold their chest and just keep their heart rate down for the USA. You can see the agents there for the USA and Turkey looking on very intently. There has to be agreement about which 9 is closer to the center of the target here.
Did you see the judge there had the calipers out? So they're using those calipers. There's a tiny little spider in the center of the target, and then measuring as accurately as possible how far away those 9s are from that little spider in the middle. So, I mean, if it's too close to call, if the judge can't tell, if it's within a millimeter or less than a millimeter, it's up to the judge. If they can't decide, we would have to reshoot this, which would be, you know, pretty unprecedented. But they're really considering it, aren't they? Back and forth. It's just nail biting.
Judge seems to be happy with target number 2. Going back to target number 1 to do the measure there. This is the USA's arrow being measured. A 9 and 2 8s for both teams in the shoot-off. The 9s are being measured. Who is closest to the center? Whose Olympic dream is still alive? It's the USA! After a tense measure there from the judge here in Paris. The USA have made it through a shoot-off on a measured 9. Unbelievable scenes here in Paris. And the USA have snuck through to the semi-finals. And their Olympic dream is still alive. A crushing blow for Turkey, but look at the respect between the two teams. Gallant in defeat. Yasemin Anagosh, Gulnaz Koskan, Sire Karatelia congratulating the USA, but it will be Jennifer Machino Fernandez who will need to settle her nerves down, Mackenzie Brown and Casey Calfold, who go through to the semi-finals here at the final Olympic qualifier for Tokyo 2020. Wow, what a match, Nikki. What an incredible match. And it was all down to actually 2 athletes getting the jitters.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame them. This is the last creator tournament for the team to get their spots to the Olympic Games. The pressure is absolutely immense, and quite literally, it doesn't get any closer than that. You know, I think we were talking around a millimetre or 2 difference in those 2 final arrows that were measured. So just absolutely incredible. What a nail biter.
Phenomenal stuff. USA through to the semi-finals. Job number 1 done. Only just, but it's done. And it was actually down to Mackenzie Brown's very first arrow of that shoot-off that got them through.